Now we've got someone who's had a phenomenal career with the royal household. She was press secretary to Queen Elizabeth for over a decade and has been involved with some of the greatest royal events of the past 20 years, including presidential state visits, for which she was awarded the Royal Victorian Medal by the Queen in 2009. Welcome to the program, Ailsa Anderson. Terrific to have you again. We're hearing a lot of talk about the preparations at night, the rehearsals during the day. I was talking to someone a little earlier in the week saying that inside the palace there's been a recreated space to practice all the events we're going to see on Saturday. You've worked inside Buckingham Palace, which is behind you right now. Give us a sense of the rhythm that would be and the pressure, I guess, that everyone's feeling just on the eve of the coronation.
I think the pressure will be enormous. People want to get it absolutely right. They are perfectionists, both members of the royal family and people who work in the royal household, so they'll want to get it absolutely right. You've got the eyes of the world upon you, and there's no room for error. So Saturday will be, I should think, absolutely perfect.
What about the pageantry and all the sort of pomp and circumstance? There's been some talk that he doesn't want to look like he's ignoring the plight of ordinary people. He wants to keep his reign, not minimalist, but, you know, a slimmed-down monarchy. Will it not be the spectacle we expect, or are we going to see the very best of Britain on display?
I think we will absolutely see the very best of Britain. In fact, I was just walking across Green Park this morning to come here, and I saw the army out in full force on their horses, riding down the road, you know, rehearsing, practicing. So we will see the whole spectacle of pageantry that I think, you know, UK PLC absolutely does brilliantly. We are world leaders in that.
Talk to me about the former Queen, the late Queen's role, I guess, in the transition to her son as king. There were some very pointed comments earlier last year about the title for which the Queen Consort would have. There'd been some thought she wouldn't have the Queen Consort title. Obviously, we know she does. And anything else you think that the Queen, you can see the hand of the late Queen in terms of smoothing his transition into, I guess, the biggest job he'll ever have?
Absolutely. Well, of course, he's had 70 years to get used to becoming the monarch. He had a ringside seat next to the Queen. He had the best teacher. You know, it was first class for him. I think the Queen was absolutely right to make it publicly known that she wanted Camilla to be Queen Consort, and wanted the public to welcome her. And I do think personally that Camilla has been absolutely faultless in her role. She is a huge support to the King. She has forged her own role. She's supportive. She doesn't want to be centre stage, but she also has her own sort of carving, and the work she's been doing with women's domestic abuse, with literacy, with animal charities. I mean, she really has carved her own way, and she's made the role her own. And I think they will be tremendous together, leading this country forward.
You obviously know her a lot better than I do. I met her once around the margins of a private audience with the then leader of the opposition. He was going in to meet with the Prince of Wales, and she was standing outside. She approached me. We had a little chat. She was very down to earth, and I thought to myself as she went away, I wonder if she's like that behind closed doors. You tell us.
Absolutely. In my experience, she is absolutely like that. I mean, what you see is what you get. She's incredibly warm. She's very, very genuine. You know, she wasn't born to this role. She was, you know, she was originally an army wife. But what I like about her is she's got that sort of that human touch, that common touch, and she makes people feel relaxed, feel welcome, feel honoured, and that's a real special quality, and I think that's why she will be an extremely wonderful Queen.
Yeah, look, I agree with that, because I think her warmth has relaxed the King. We're seeing him smile a lot more. We're seeing he's got, I guess like his mother, a pretty terrific sense of humour. Some of the things he's said in those walkabouts have been reported in the media, and they're very genuine. They're very authentic. Step through the rest of the family, because we know Prince Harry, of course, is attending alone. There doesn't seem to be, we're not on the inside, but there doesn't seem to be a thawing of relations between he and his brother. I guess it's got to be heartbreaking because this is a family after all. Do you think we're going to see a reconciliation in the short term, Ailsa?
I think no one knows what goes on inside a family. I think it's wonderful that Prince Harry is coming over. Obviously, it is the day of his son's 4th birthday, and I understand that is why the Duchess of Sussex is remaining in California with the children, because it is Prince Archie's birthday. But it's wonderful that Harry's there to support his father, and I think there will be a very, very warm welcome for him there.
All right, what moment are you most looking forward to during the coronation?
I think, oh my golly, so much. The pageantry, the warmth, the service. It'll be the first time, of course, that women bishops will be involved in a coronation. So just seeing something a little bit different. And I think it's a people's coronation, rather than in 1953 when it was very much sort of royalty and nobility. This is much more of a people's coronation. And the people, the public, are going to be asked by the Archbishop of Canterbury to pledge their oath to the King. And how amazing is that? So it's a much more of an inclusive service and ceremony where we will all feel actually we're part of it. And how amazing is that?
Look, it's so lovely to talk to you, Ailsa, again after we spoke during the Queen's funeral week and the aftermath of that, and I guess the solemnity of that time. It's wonderful, not even within a year, to be celebrating a moment like this. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.